Hello everyone, my name is Kay and welcome back to your live feed recaps. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button below so you can stay updated as we wrap up the Celebrity Big Brother season. Now, let's get started. So to catch everyone up, Shanna was the last person voted out and we have a new HOH, which is, surprisingly, Todd. Now, in the last episode, we saw Todd put Carson and Lamar on the block, with Carson being the target and Lamar being the pawn. Carson's been a pretty big target in the house for a while now, so unless he or Cynthia won the veto, it was looking like Carson would be the one to get sent home. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, we have a new veto winner, and that is, to much of y'all's disappointment, Miesha Tate. It is unlikely that Miesha will use the veto, leaving Carson and Lamar to be on the block. Miesha and Todrick will likely vote to evict Carson, and Cynthia will probably vote to keep Carson, but even if she does, Carson will likely be the one going home this week. It does suck if you're a Carson fan, but realistically, Carson is probably the most liked house guest that's left, and so he would probably have the best shot to win next to Miesha. Overall, this week has been pretty boring gameplay-wise, so let's get into some predictions. So, Lamar has been coming after Miesha and Todrick for a while now. They just really didn't know that. We saw in the last episode, Lamar admitted to Miesha that he wanted to vote her out in the previous week, so now they kind of get the hint. And when Lamar and Todrick were tied together, Lamar ripped up Todrick's playing cards just to mess with him and be funny, because Lamar doesn't really like Todrick a ton. I know, right? Lamar Odom, voice of the people. Who would have known?
Lamar, what's wrong with you, man?
What?
Why would you rip the cards?
That wasn't funny.
It wasn't? Oh,
Why'd you do that?
it was funny to me.
I can't believe you just did that.
For real? I can't believe a lot of things y'all talking about saying and doing.
What did we do? Talking about saying and
I
doing?
can't believe it. I'm not explaining myself.
Good, because you can't explain yourself.
No, I could.
What? Then do it.
I don't need to.
So yeah, with his track record, it doesn't look like Lamar will be winning anything anytime soon, but if he wins HOH, Todrick and Miesha should be seeing the block. Todd also had a discussion with Lamar about wanting to target Miesha and Todrick next, but since Todd will be ineligible for the next HOH, we won't see that move being made from him. If Cynthia wins the next HOH, which is again unlikely, I'm guessing she would target Miesha and Todrick because honestly, who else is left? Although she would probably put at least Todd on the block just because of that whole altercation in between them. I don't think they really get along like that. Miesha and Todrick also mentioned that Lamar would be their next target. They said that they wanted to go to the end with Cynthia, but Todd has also been really loyal to them the entire game, so they might go to the end with Todd instead, who knows. Lamar will probably be the next target if Miesha or Todrick wins the next HOH. So in the past, for celebrity seasons, they've done a double eviction at Final Four, which basically means that whoever wins the Final Four HOH, they immediately choose two people to evict, and by doing that, they choose who to sit next to in the final two. I'm guessing they're going to keep up this tradition and do that again for this season, meaning that whoever wins that Final Four HOH, they'll probably have the most powerful position in the entire game. I don't really like this setup, but it does make for better live feeds since there's 4 people in the house at the end instead of just 3. If they do decide to go along this route, I could easily see either Miesha or Todrick winning that last HOH, just because it's usually an endurance comp, which Miesha would usually win, and then it's like some sort of semi-physical, semi-mental puzzle type comp, which I think Todrick could win. And then the last competition, which is usually done live, is usually a quiz competition. So who knows? Anybody but Lamar, I think, could win that. If Miesha wins the final HOH, I think that she will definitely stay loyal to Todrick and bring him with her. But if Todrick wins the final, I'm not 100% sure that he'll be loyal to Miesha. Like maybe he'll bring Todd or Cynthia or somebody who he thinks he can beat. Todrick is definitely more of a snake like that. So if that happens, I will be disappointed because I do think Miesha deserves the win more out of everybody else that is left. But that would be extremely messy and great television. So hey, who knows? I'm here for it. Right now, it's just looking impossible for anybody except for Miesha to win this game. Unless by some miracle, Lamar or Cynthia win this next HOH and take her out, which again, I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Or if Todrick takes her out in the final HOH, which I doubt that'll happen, but there's a small possibility there. So who do you all think should win it all at the end? Let me know in the comments below. Even though this season has been pretty bland gameplay wise, I mean, we definitely do not have master strategists in Celebrity Big Brother at all. I think it's still been pretty interesting from a live feeds perspective. We've had some of the biggest personalities we've had in the house in a while, so that's always fun to watch. I will talk to you all later. Bye.